My name is Chance Tellier. I'm a computer science major with a minor in math and a minor in probability and statistics. And I am a year one sophomore now. Going to Keene State College.
Well, Chance and I first met when he moved to our town, Hillsboro. I was in the 7th grade, he was in the 8th grade. We had a couple classes together, and we didn't really get to be friends until high school, but that's when we met.
What first caught my eye was probably I noticed he had tattoos. That was one of the first things I noticed, which I thought was pretty cool because I didn't know anyone with multiple very visible tattoos, which was I don't know, I was just huh, those are cool. But he was also very polite and very professional with me, so I was seems like a good dude.
Right now I am in the process of joining the same fraternity as Chance.
So I'm the vice president of standards for Alpha Sigma Phi. What that kind of entails is I make sure the rules and regulations of the organization are kept. So if somebody messes up, does something that's not within our code, they get sent to me and my board, and I take care of it.
Well, I've seen Chance have to really lay down the law with some people as part of his position, making sure we know what to do and what not to do. He's definitely a presence. People know who he is and they respect him.
I'm a 25 Sierra in the National Guard, a satellite communications operator maintainer. Joined on June 30th, 2016.
Before Chance left, he was a great guy still, but when he came back, he was so much more mature, just really grew up a lot going through that, I think. It made him very much who he is now. The
leadership skills I've learned came from both basic training, AIT of the military, and the process in which to join Alpha Sigma Phi. There was definitely some similarities. Can't go too into depth on either, but one of the big things in both were a set of values. So, between those values, I've covered pretty much every moral base as far as how to conduct your daily life. Most of my leadership skills were learned through the military, so quite a different person before I joined, and then joined the fraternity, and that kind of just instilled, again, more just stuff to think about. My mom, I got back from AIT, and within the week of me returning, she moved to West Virginia for a job offer, so that's actually how I got my car. I had to buy a vehicle a couple days after I got back, which wasn't bad. I'd saved a bunch of money from AIT, so that wasn't hard. And I had to get an apartment, and I worked full time in order to come to college, so I was a year late even after the military, so 2 years late in total. My mom being so far away, it was weird at first. Basic training at AIT really helped me separate myself from needing family, so that wasn't a huge issue. It was just different because you come back and you're hoping everything's normal, but you come back and then all of a sudden everything's completely different still, so it was kind of a shock.
Especially whereas Chance has lived on his own with a friend and worked a full-time job. Coming to college is not really a step back, but he just is more ahead of most of our peers in life. He has seen a lot more of reality, I feel.
He definitely seemed to have a lot more life experience than the other students in that particular session, which wasn't to say that they didn't, but he just definitely seemed like he had been around the block, to say.
As far as life skills and where I rank among my peers, not age-wise, but point in life I'm at right now, I'd say I'm doing really well, because a lot of my peers now are 2 years younger than me. So
no, I don't think I've met anyone that's really like Chance at this point in life. None of them are really as mature.
I have never ever met anyone even remotely similar to him, which is, I'd say, a really good thing.
I would probably describe Chance as loyal.